Hello, tribe. Welcome to the live stream for Sunday, the 21st of May. Today we do our typical Witchy Self Care and spiritual check-in with everyone. I know that I am actually running late today, but I'm trying not to stress about that. I figured I would just come on and chit-chat with you while I could. I ended up having to run the shop here today, and I still had customers in the shop at 2:05, and hadn't even set up the live stream to go live before that because they were in here for quite a long time. So I was just enjoying their company and having fun with them and not stressing about it. So today for our self-care stuff, we're going to talk about remembering to stop and breathe, which is been a little bit difficult for me for the last 2 weeks. I didn't do a live last Sunday because it was Mother's Day, and the one right before that, we did our really cool tour of Brushwood on the golf cart because no one was there and we could do our tour of Brushwood Folklore Center. So if you missed out on that, I talked about all kinds of things about connecting to your roots and connecting to spiritual places that can help you feel in touch with nature, and how that creating that intentional space in those different shrines and things like that on a piece of property, or just a place that you can go that's a piece of public land that you can go to, that you connect with those things, is really important. And how Brushwood has done that for many, many people. So if you get a chance to check it out, there's festivals in the summertime and things like that. But yeah, check out that video, or check out some of the other elemental videos, or the sacred places videos. There's a whole entire playlist of setting up different sacred shrines and things, and I really did a deep dive on each of them and connecting them to the elements or the pantheon that it's attached to. But as I said, today is breathe. So right after I did that live stream last Sunday, on Monday, I was cutting down a bunch of trees to set up part of our outdoor camp space. And I was not being mindful. I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I had left an offering for the plants, but I was cutting off dead branches and trying to pull them down, but some of them were above my head. And so I was trying to cut this tree with the clippers. And I don't mean I was using hedge trimmers. I was actually using the things that were meant to, the cutters that are used to do that. And I couldn't get it, and I couldn't get it. And I remember doing it this way so that I could use my body to do it. And it cut, and it was fine. And we cut stuff up and put it in the fireplace. We hung out that night. The next day, we put up more 10 by 20 stuff and using all those elastic bands over my head. And on Monday, my chest started to hurt. And by Tuesday, well, that was Monday when I did it. By Tuesday, my chest started to hurt. By Wednesday, I couldn't do anything. I got this a little high. Let's see. So by Wednesday, I was walking around like this because I couldn't do anything because everything hurt in here. I was like, how the hell did I pull my pec? That's ridiculous. By Thursday, I drove all the way home and drove myself straight to the urgent care thinking I broke ribs. They did x-rays because they thought I broke ribs. And Friday, I remember doing this and literally using myself as a pivot point, like a, non-thinking, non-mindful individual. So my lesson is that I've literally been sitting for about a week or so and having to remember to breathe. And that's because you want to take really shallow breaths when your ribs are bruised. And so, I literally had to remember to take those really nice deep breaths, and I'm fine with that now. No pain. So, but it reminded me how important that breath is. and that sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day stuff and we're not mindful and we're not paying attention and we make silly mistakes. And they're to remind us that we need to stop and breathe. So I'm reminding you so that you don't have to have the pain of the reminder of to remember to breathe. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing energetic healing work or whether you're doing mundane things like your regular work or cleaning the house or doing whatever, or if you are doing witchy things and you're doing ritual and ceremony, on your breath, not only just in things like meditation, is vital. Paying attention to your body, to your breath, and using your breath with intention. Using your breath to stay connected to source, to stay connected to the earth, to send love. Using your breath for all of those things is vital and is important. And when you do something kind of silly, like I did, it reminds you how important it is to breathe and how important it is to breathe in a full way. So I'm hoping that I can remind you to stop and breathe and feel that connection to source, feel that vibrancy flowing through your body. It's how you connect and do everything with your intention. You have to be focusing on that breath in order to produce any of the things that you're trying to work on. Whether that's just being mindful or whether that is trying to do some special spell or special ritual that you're doing. And it's just vital for life, obviously. That makes a point. But just reminding you how important it is. And right now, we have wildfires all over Canada and spring allergies and all kinds of things like that. And I'm already feeling the tickle in my throat from talking because it causes postnasal drip for me. So, and the cough hurts the chest still. Not the regular breathing, the cough does. But it's a little more difficult to breathe when stuff like that is happening. So there are tons of different herbs, like things that I put in the breathe-free tinctures or the breathe-free tea, that can really help you to open up your lungs and open up your breathing. There's also essential oils that can do that. So for essential oils, things like peppermint and eucalyptus, rosemary, and even like clove and cinnamon can help to open up your breathing. But all of the mints, spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, eucalyptus, that sort of thing, are all great. Don't go putting it, I don't have an essential oil bottle, but don't go putting it straight under your nose and inhaling. It's not what I mean. As I can't breathe today. But and menthol is that type 2. You want to diffuse them into the air or put a few drops in the shower and then take a shower in there with the hot steamy stuff. Really help with that. So for tinctures, I like my Breathe Free blend because it's mullein, which is amazing for your lungs and helps with upper respiratory stuff up here as well. Colt's foot and lobelia and ground ivy, which has a little bit of peppermint. Some people call it creeping Charlie. And I extract that fresh for the year. Each year I have, I've gotten it down where I'm getting just enough each year for the whole entire year until it's available again. This year I'm going to harvest a little bit more because we came a little bit closer to running out of Breathe Free, and that would not be good. So that's a good blend that I like to make for a tincture. Mullein tea is great. Peppermint tea, all the different types of mints. Things that go in chai are really great to open that up as well. Those different aromatics are really good about that. Things like turmeric, and adding turmeric to your food, or garlic and onions and things like that to your food, can really help you to breathe properly. As well, things like wasabi and other types of hot, spicy things like cayenne pepper and stuff like that. So anything spicy is really great for breathing as well. But other tinctures is osha root or bear root. Really helps you to breathe deeply and to go inside mentally. Bear root, to hibernate. It's not about hibernating or going to sleep. It's about that deep look inside, and it really does help you if you work with the plant essence, the plant spirit of that. OSHA helps to open up the bronchioles, in my opinion. Um, but you can use things like cat's claw and elecampane and different stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff up on the website, or information on the website, and full videos on all of those things. So I don't want to go too deep into it, but learning to do what works for you. Does fire cider work for you to help you breathe? If you're starting to have an asthma attack, you take your inhaler, right? But if you can feel like maybe you might be going to have an asthma attack, and you learned, like a couple of people that have bought the Breathe Free, is that if they take it before they're having, not when, before, they can actually stop it before it actually happens, or they take it before they run, that sort of thing. And that blend really works well for them. So there's lots of different things that you can do. And I ran out of the house without any of my stuff today. So we're on ginger and honey cough drops. That's what I'm doing today. So the honey is nice and soothing for your throat, but the ginger gives you that little aromatic. Remember I said those aromatics help? Ginger is one of them. So adding ginger to your food can really help with that sort of thing as well. But you need to do what you need to do to help take care of you. And keeping your health and your breathing and everything like that under control is what you need to do in your way that works for you. And I think that that is the most important of what needs to happen. So I know I've gone some things around over here trying to see what's going on. But I'm just encouraging you to be mindful, to go and sit somewhere. If it's not too allergy or too filled with smoke from all the fires that are going on, that are replenishing everything and replenishing those forests up there. So if you can go outside and it's sunny and it's warm, even just sitting for a few minutes and connecting with the earth by breathing, I think is really, really vital. So I'm highly suggesting it. I'm going to take a short little trip outside while the shop is empty after I finish the live, unless somebody else comes in, and just sit on the bench outside and just sit and breathe with the garden and check out some of the creatures that are out there. We get lots of little birds and some squirrels and stuff. So I'm just going to go chill outside and be for a little while. But I'm hoping that you can get your chance to go outside and be for a little while. But I hope that my injury explanation and learning how to just be and relax and not stress out helps you so that you don't have to go through something similar. And it reminded me to be mindful. It reminded me to pay more attention than I was, because I just wanted to get things done so that I could focus on other stuff. And honestly, I was actually kind of surprised because I had not been working. I think that I had I had seen some really cool plant, so I'd recorded like a 20-second clip of a really cool plant for you guys for videos. But I hadn't pulled out any video equipment. I hadn't done accounting or orders. I had replied to a couple of social media things and replied to an email, all on my phone. My computer had been put away for 3 days. So I was kind of a little shocked when I realized what I did. Because I was being good. I was going on vacation. But we are heading back to Brushwood. So Tuesdays is going to be a replay. Thursday, I might get a video edited and up, or I might just go live on Thursday and chit chat with you from Brushwood. Maybe I will find some really cool mullein plants and we'll do a nice deep dive into mullein or some of the other plants that you can use that are around the area, because Brushwood is where I love doing all my plant walks. It's an easy place to do them and it works really well for me. So I might just go live and talk about it instead. So when it comes to videos from now and through the summer, you might see a lot more lives because it'll be easier for me to not even make a thumbnail right away, to just go live and do a video on my phone because of where I'm at. And then instead of setting up all the camera equipment, and I know that you guys can't see it, but there's a camera over here on a tripod with my computer and the big